You know what success is? Success is being able to go to sleep at night knowing that you didn't fuck over another human being.
Say good afternoon, Rebellyus. How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, man.
How was the show yesterday? It seemed like there was a lot of energy.
It's lit, man. It's epic. Yeah.
When you come to different countries and you're seeing people responding to your lyrics, like, and it's not really territory that you've been marketed heavily in, does that ever surprise you?
Yeah, it's always a shock, man. I think, the love is always a beautiful thing. No matter what, no matter where you go. When we put a lot of time and hard work into this music, so when it's received well like this, it's always the best reward.
I mean, your journey isn't the overnight success that a lot of people make it out to be. Just from like seeing the videos and doing well on Viva and other platforms and the collaboration. So, tell us a bit about your journey, kind of like getting into the industry and getting to where you are today.
I mean, for me, it's just I put my head down and work, man. I don't really focus on nothing else but making myself better every day. So I get in that studio and make better songs. And my fans that have been there since day one, they appreciate the growth. But they also appreciate what I started from too. And anybody that's just jumping on now, they appreciate everything I'm doing. So the only thing I can do is just try to make myself better. That's it.
I mean, it's almost a hurry up and wait type of industry, and the same people who close the door when you get success, they open it up for you. But how did you, persevere with like rejection in the industry, or just doubt?
I mean, just knowing that I can rely on my team. Being around the same guys for 20 years, knowing that they got my back no matter what in life and in music, my career and everything. So, we didn't need to get into situations we didn't want to get into. We uplifted each other. That was the whole thing. And we all made each other powerful. And then we didn't need nobody else.
Tell us some of the components in your team. Who's behind the scenes, who's working?
Man, Sal, of course. That's like my big brother. Cash. There's Manny. That makes up one side of the management. And those are like, forget management, those are my brothers. Like, all those guys have been around me 20 years plus, so working towards the same goal, So like I said, man, we just been here empowering each other just to not need nobody.
I think I watched the interview. I think it was maybe it was LA Leakers. I can't remember. It was one of the LA stations, and I think you were alluding to like you lost it all in a way, and then you found like when all of that was gone, I think you found that you're still more happy. You're happier with just going back to basics.
It's not happier. I just say like I've had nothing and had everything and lost everything and gained it back, and so I've been in every situation from lows and highs. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to make a point that we used to laugh the same when we were broke. Nothing changed. Like we don't laugh different now that we got money. We don't laugh different now that people listen to the music. So I think that's a point that a lot of people get away from. It is easier to be happy when you're comfortable, but I remember not having shit and sitting around laughing all day with my homies. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's really all perspective and the way you look at it.
Yeah. So what? How would you define success then? Because I mean, I'm looking at like I can see like this nice, jewels.
I mean shit. I don't mean nothing. None of that means nothing. Like, you know what success is? Success is being able to go to sleep at night knowing that you didn't fuck over another human being, knowing that your soul is pure, knowing that you're waking up and working on yourself every day. That's really the mission. You know what I mean? All this other shit is just pretty. That's why we wear it. Make sure your soul is pretty. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I listen to your projects, and I think the most obvious thing is you're one hell of a rapper. Like, I think it's just clear. Now with rap, me, I'm not a rapper myself naturally because I'm on the other side. But do you have to hone your craft? Like, do you practice like your deliveries, flows, techniques? I mean, tell me a bit about that, about how you got to where you are. Your techniques.
Yeah, I think when it comes to writing, rap, and all that, you know, I'm a student of the game, and I was blessed to, you know, I was speaking broken English, you know, when I got my first hip hop album. So I was kind of blessed to almost learn the language through rap music. So for me, like, I'm a real student of the game, the Matrix, like, since day one. You know what I mean? So it's always about working on yourself. It's always about trying to be, you know, a better lyricist than you were yesterday. Trying to shit on whatever punchline you thought was good yesterday. You know, that's really how I live, man. Like, sometimes I'll write and I pretend like Jay-Z sitting across from me getting ready to grade my verse. Like, I really do crazy shit like that just to keep myself sharp. Like, I'm not trying to give people fillers and filler bars and all that. I'm trying to really write my life story and give it to people, or write a scenario and give it to you line by line. I'm not trying to fill in shit. I'm trying to give you everything is content, everything is material. You know?
I mean, and that makes sense, but it's almost the whole terminology mumble rap is like people taking it like people aren't really paying attention to bars, but it's quite evident that you definitely are. So explain to me about that title, mumble rap.
Well, I mean, people are paying attention to shit that doesn't got bars on it too. You know, so to me, I'm just the type of person that doesn't judge that. Like, I actually fuck with a lot of that music, so I feel like there's a place for everything. I feel like rap, right now, rap is so big, it's like we need subgenres within the genre, you know, and this is all great. It's all, you know, it's pushing the culture forward. It's bringing a wave of new people that might not even fucked with rap before this, and now they fuck with it, you know. And at the end of the day, it's the best shit to turn up to, man. Nobody can deny that. So, you know, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that's what I'm gonna go do when I get in the studio, but I can still appreciate it and love it and still rock to it, you know?
I mean, I think my favorite song of yours, and figuring out what the album is Immigration to the Trap. That song was profound for me. You know,
thank you, man.
And I think more so it's kind of what we said before about perspective, and you sharing that perspective for so for those who haven't heard of it, can you like summarize a bit about the record and what inspired you to do it?
It's just growing up as an immigrant, like, especially in the climate that we live in right now. I just wanted to let like other young immigrants know that like somebody came up out of that shit, you know. And I'm here, and I'm still doing what I'm doing, and man, they can still do that too. And you don't gotta be an artist or a musician or whatever it is you do. Like, you could be an engineer if you want to be that. But it's a mountain to climb, and it's not easy, but it could be done. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show like all the young immigrants out there that there's a possibility for all of us.